On second down, it's Coleman. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on third down. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. It's caught by Herndon. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaken up on the play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Darnold. And this is going to be incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. Ready? Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
Darnold from the gun. Found his target. It's Anderson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. On the ground, this is Jalen Richard. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Off of play action, Darnold. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 14.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On first down, Richard. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. The shotgun snap for Darnold. He'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 2.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Patriots 3.
So they need 2 yards here on third down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on third down conversions on this drive. Here's Darnold. The quick slant caught. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. So another third down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal.
Switch it. Under 10. Under 10. 10.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Jalen Richard, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. Marr on for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. This drive starts out on the ground with Michel. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. You know, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
Keeping it on the ground on first, Michel. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Come on, set. 8-3. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, twist.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Trahan to Michel on the screen. 23 yards the pickup there.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield, a really nice pickup.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Recon, 152 fighter.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Set, ready? 90, roll. 55 to Mike. Let's go, G. Hey, Charlie. Check right. Watch it. Ready?
From the gun, Trahan. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. N'Keal Harry. His third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Eluding the pressure right. Open man is Robbie Anderson. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
61, matchbox, lights.
57 Mike. Mike 57. Go.
To throw is Darnold. Wesco, the tight end, making the catch. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
To throw again on 2nd down. Darnold. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Jets on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6. To the air again, Darnold. Herndon's got it complete. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down.
Right there. 54, right there. 54 Mike. Cut.
Again, Darnold. And he's got it complete to Anderson. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 23 yards on the play. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 31-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
He's checking.
Darnold now to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
Well, enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack.
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, exit.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. He'll find his running back here, Richard. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. The kick by Maher is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down. Trahan to Michel on the dump off. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That one good for 13 and a New England 1st down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll run on 1st down. Dobbins. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
Break. 55. Hey, eat. Cross the car. Hey, Delta. Here we go.
Mike 55. Mike 55. Mike
2.
From the gun on 3rd down. Trahan. He finds his target, Fuller. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a 1st down.
Here we go. 18 Gator. Watch twins. Alert flare. Snap.
On 1st down, Trahan. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the 1st half. Second and 12 after the 1st down pass play went backwards for 2 yards.
Hey, 2. Check Mike 33. Let's put him on the buses.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this 1st half.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Mike's by 4.
We ain't giving up nothing today.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Man, Eddie.
After the interception, here's Darnold. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
A 41-yard attempt.
The kick by Marr is good. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one good for 37 yards.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss, but with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
57's the mic. Watch 57.
Red 80.
On 2nd and 9, Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now it's Darnold. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
On 1st down, Coleman. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
At the 23-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Hey, Heavy. Give me some. Here we go, here we go. Check 4, check 4.
80 weapon.
And Darnold just beating the play clock. That'll be taken in by Anderson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Let's go.
So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Mike 57.
Smooth.
Watch the slant, watch the slant.
Red 80.
Watch the slant. 57's the Mike, watch 57.
Here we go, here we go.
Here's Darnold. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Sacked there by Avery Williamson, the linebacker. And when you go 5 wide like they just did there, you can't really max protect, can you?
No, you cannot. What you're hoping is that by going 5 wide, you're forcing the defense into coverage. And if you do that, you get a chance to find some people downfield. But if they audible themselves and go into a blitz, then it's got to happen right now,
or
very
lights
quickly,
out.
or exactly right. Turn them out, that play's over.
On 2nd and a long way to go. Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
A 54-yard attempt.
And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it on line, but it comes up about a rotation short. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise, and that'll deny him a shot at 3.
So after the missed long field goal attempt, this offense set up nicely at the 44-yard line.
Go.
They begin with Michel on the ground, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. To throw on 2nd down, Trahan. He'll check this one down to Michel. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Check. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
They'll run out of the gun with Michelle. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Down. 10 logo. Let's go, D. Let's go. 22 Jet Bombers.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Watch the screen. Go. 55, Mike 55. Ready.
They'll run with Michelle. And he'll be taken down at the 34.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Let's go. 60 Pittsburgh. 50 to Mike. Watch the screen. Hey, Alpha. 5.
From the gun on third down. Trahan. And able to find Deshaun Hamilton complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 14.
First down, Patriots.
Here we go. Set. 30 base. It's going to be a long. X3. 218. Chopper.
Now a first down carry. It's Michelle. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Watch the twist. Showing it.
Looking to throw on second down. Trahan. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Sony Michel with touchdown number 7 on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will shave one more off this lead.
Patriots 17.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Darnold. He's got Herndon, his tight end. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Darnold now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. On 2nd and 7, Darnold. And Anderson's got it. All the way in. Touchdown, New York. Robbie Anderson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Jets will extend their lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Big Leonard Williams there on the stop. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
With about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
New England on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Hey, Haywood!
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Instead of a 3rd and 4, now they have to manage a 3rd and 9 after the delay of game. Operating from the gun, Trahan. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And finally, down at the 41-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a 1st down.
Set, ready? 15, line it. 15, line it. Now!
On 1st down, Dobbins. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Protein spill. Get it.
On second down, Michelle. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
New England on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 5.
Max 50, Max 50.
Watch the run, watch the run.
From the gun, Trahan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. Dances by him. Busts through the tackle. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. They will run again with Coleman. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
On first down, Darnold. This one complete to Coleman. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Man, 80. 57 Mike. Mike 57. Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl. Chance.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Throwing again on second down. Darnold, he's going to air one out for Anderson. That's caught inside the 20. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 59 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Coleman now. And he is going to lose yardage here. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes.
Mike 57, Mike 57. I got him, I got him.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Darnold on the keeper. A loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Jets, they continue to put themselves in position for a 1st-round bye as they move to 8-2. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for New England, they're going the wrong way as this will drop them to 3-7 now on the year. And they'll try again next week at home against New England. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.